In Jurassic World the game, the Trade Harbor unlocked at level 50 can be your best friend when it comes to mid and end game resource grinding. But most players waste its potential. It's not just a place for you to go check once in a while and hope for good trades. With a bit of strategy, the Trade Harbor can actually reliably generate massive amounts of DNA, bucks, and loyalty points, resources that would take days to grind in just a few hours. But to get there, you need to understand how it works, what to trade, and how to manipulate the system in your favor. In this guide, I'll show you how to master the Trade Harbor with practical tips, specific setups, and strategies that you can use to pull in premium resources without spending a cent. Let's get into it. Before we dive into manipulation, we need to understand the basics. Trade Harbor is where 8 types of resources, coins, food, DNA, bucks, loyalty points, mods, structures, and creatures can be exchanged for one another. There are 2 types of trades. Random trades, which generate automatically, and custom trades, where you choose 2 resources to exchange, though of course you can't receive bucks from them anymore. Classic Ludia. Random trades appear after a scheduled trade expires. You can have up to 7 at a time. For example, if you accept the trade that was set to expire in 3 hours and nothing else, you'll sit at 6 trades until that time is up, and then a 7th one will spawn in. These random trades are based on what's currently in your market, so they'll never ask for a building or a creature that you don't own, though there are instances where they will ask for more food and coins or DNA than you currently have. Finally, you can refresh all 7 trades for 50 bucks, which will spawn new ones with expiration times between 30 minutes and 3.5 hours, going up in intervals of half an hour. As for custom trades, it's fairly basic. Free-to-play players get 1 per day, VIPs get 3, values will vary slightly, but the ratio between the 2 resources will be fairly consistent day to day. That's going to be the system in a nutshell. Now, let's talk about manipulation. Let's ignore trades asking for coins, food, bucks, DNAs, or loyalty points. They're fairly straightforward. I'm going to trust you to handle them. Instead, let's focus on the trades that we can really affect. The ones asking for structures, creatures, and mods. Here's the key rule. Only items in your market will be considered for trades. So, if you want high quality trades, it's time for a little spring cleaning. Take out all of those low value buildings, decorations, and mods and get rid of them. Place them, sell them, just make sure they're out of your market. For mods, hop into modded PvP and burn through them. Once you're out, don't stockpile and just craft them as needed if you need them for a battle event. Once your market is clean, that means no cheap buildings, no common decorations or mods, the Trade Harbor will start offering better trades. Why? Because now the only item it can offer is the Apatosaurus fossils, which are valued at about 300 bucks a pop in the harbor. These are objectively their best decoration to keep, so make sure to keep a healthy stockpile of these fossils by buying a bunch, placing them, and then putting them back in your market for future use in trades. With this simple first step, you're already improving the overall quality of those passively generated trades. Now let's turn this into an active grind. Here's something most players don't know. You can only have 3 trades at a time for the same building or decoration, and each one has to offer you a different resource. So, say you have an Apatosaurus fossil trades for coins. You will not get another fossil for coins trades until that one is gone. And here's another thing. You can actually make trades generate faster by accepting one expiring in less than 30 minutes. If you do, a new trade is going to be generated instantly. So, armed with this knowledge, what you should do is this. Go to your Trade Harbor and check for Apatosaurus fossil trades. If there aren't any, or there are less than 3, start accepting the trades that are less than 30 minutes away from expiring, as long as they aren't garbage, in order to cause new trades to spawn faster. The goal is to get 3 Apatosaurus fossil trades active at once, preferably for food, coins, and some other third resource. Now accept the trade that isn't for food or coin. If the game tries to offer you another fossil trade, it will be forced to pick a different resource, like bucks, loyalty points, or DNA, since the other 2 are already taken. This strategy forces the game to offer you valuable trades for a valuable item instead of just junk like food, coin, all of the time. It also saves time, so you're rotating your harbor more efficiently and holding on to the best trades. With custom trades, there's not really much you can manipulate. They're more about smart decision making. If you followed my other guides, you should be making a ton of coins, and that makes coin for DNA or coins for loyalty points trades the most value for you. But here is the issue. custom trades can be wildly inconsistent. One day is 10 million coins for 5,000 DNA, and the next is 200,000 for 100. So here's my recommendation. What you should do is trade coins for aquatics or coins for Cenozoics. Then hatch the Cenozoics and sell them for DNA. What you're guaranteeing here is that you're always going to get about 1,500 or maybe even 2,000 DNA every single trade instead of being at the mercy of RNG. And that's everything you need to know how to make the most out of the Trade Harbor. It's not just about luck, there is real strategy involved. So clean up your market, manage your trade slots smartly, and use high value decorations like the Apatosaurus fossils to get the best deals possible, and you too can turn the Trade Harbor from a passive bonus into one of your most consistent daily grinds. Let me know in the comments what kind of trades you usually take, and as always, if this was helpful, consider dropping a like and sharing it around. Thanks for sticking around to the end, everybody. I've been Soundrack, and I'll see you all in future streams and videos.